Anyone looking for a compact, classy but affordable couples van could do no worse than have a look at this hot Spanish import behind me. But will it be up to mustard, or will you need to cast a net further in your search? Let's find out. Benimar Motorhomes are manufactured in Spain. Now, Benimar is part of the mighty French Trigano group. They can pass on the savings they make with its enormous buying power into low prices for buyers. These vans are exclusively imported into the UK by Marquis Motorhomes. What makes them different from all the other imports is the fact that the habitation door is on the UK near side, which is really fantastic because it means you won't have to disgorge passengers on the wrong side if you're touring here in the UK. This is a real point of difference in the market, and alongside many other things that are great about Benimar, this is probably the most instant thing that you'll come across. The designers have cleverly used a hinged table in the dinette area. It increases space around it so you can get to and from the cab easily, and at meal times to get 5 people involved and tucking away at their dish of choice, you can just extend it, effectively doubling its size just with the use of the hinged flap. Very clever. Another feature that I really like is the storage area for champagne glasses or that kind of thing. Now, I say that because, like many a Spaniard, I enjoy a lovely glass of cava from time to time, and I'm pleased to report that Benimar's designers have thought of an ingenious way of storing your grog when on tour. You just put it in this hinged flap down there, and there's space for 4 bottles. Keeps everything out of sight, and extra good. Now, the lounge has another couple of tricks up its sleeve. You can convert the near side sofa into a double by pulling out an extender from the base. Very handy if you have even more friends coming to see you. You can create a 3rd berth or even a 4th berth in the lounge by dropping the table, adding in a couple of extender cushions, rearranging them in a Jenga-like fashion, just as we've done here. Now, if that all sounds like too much of a Manuel operation, then don't worry. The Mileo 231 has a fixed bed at the rear, and very nice it is too. In fact, you could almost call it the Benidorm in the Benimar. Anyway, it has a split mattress. What does this mean? Well, you can lift it up to reveal the storage area underneath. Some of it is raised up. There's also the spare wheel there to contend with, but the space towards the rear is accessible from outside the rear of the motorhome. Very clever indeed. The washroom is definitely compact, but it has everything you need. There's a 3/4 length mirror, swivel loo, shower, separate hand basin. There are even wooden duckboards in the shower tray, which has double drain holes if you haven't quite managed to level the van properly. The only slight negative to this space is the washroom door. It's quite narrow. In actual fact, I had to find myself going through it almost sideways, but that's just a minor niggle. I can't pretend this is the biggest galley that I've ever seen, but it has everything you need to get the job done, even down to dual fuel hobs. There's 1 electric ring and 2 gas burners. Now, in a further nod to UK tastes, there's also a microwave oven. Amongst a massive fridge with separate freezer compartment, you certainly can stash away a lot of food here. There's also a round sink and a combination oven and grill, plus 2 overhead lockers in the storage area of the kitchen. And up above that is a guardrail, so you can actually put crockery on top of the lockers. And I think that's pretty smart thinking. Now, like all Benimar Mileo models, this one rides on the Fiat Ducato with a 2.3 litre engine producing 130 bhp. As part of the upgrades to the cab for 2015, there are a couple of new things to enjoy, chief amongst which is the gear shift indicator, which does exactly what it says on the tin. A couple of other extra innovations are a new radio with multimedia connectivity, so you can listen to your own devices while on the move. And another great thing for practicality is the provision of a new drinks holder in the bottom here. It was probably one of the things that the Fiat was most missing over the years. Other goodies included in the spec include steering wheel mounted controls for your devices, cruise control, and a very handy reversing camera. Now, the Benimar Mileo 231 will cost you a couple of chorizo slices north of £45,000. It has a cracking specification for the money, as we've seen, and a 3,500 kilogram MTPLM, so anyone can drive it. In fact, the whole Mileo has been such a success for Marquis Motorhomes that I'm told by a señorita that a couple more are planned to come on stream at some stage soon. So a few centuries after trying to repel the Spanish, it seems we're very happy with this current Spanish invasion.